Yo, what is up, Nerdy Squad? It's your boy Otis back with another video, and right now we gotta talk about the Rippaverse Alphacore book that is dropping next month, because there has been little to no fanfare for this book. I've only seen one video about it recently, and that was from Puma Fist, and that was his expectations of the book and what he think the numbers are going to be. As far as everybody else, I ain't seen nothing. If it ain't Eric July, if it ain't a Rippaverse employee, the book has not been talked about by anybody, at least within the last month. And for the videos I have seen, it's basically reaction videos to when Eric July let us all know that he hired the great Chuck Dixon, and videos of just, him doing live streams. Those reaction videos people lived in. But in the general sense of in the last week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I've seen nothing. And it's been pretty crazy that this book is coming out in a month and there's really no fanfare for it at all. I know that there's not a lot known about the Alphacore. For whatever reason, everybody jumped on the ISOM and the Yara bandwagon, and we had two people at two conventions that Eric July was at who dressed up as Yara, but we have not seen anybody do anything for the Alphacore. And I just think that that's pretty disappointing, pretty scary, because we don't know what to expect from the Alphacore. I know that they're superhero cops. We know that they have a ship that they use as a headquarters to patrol the city. But other than that, there's really not much known about these characters. And I know that maybe last year when the first book came out, there was somebody who compared them to the 80s Superman villains, like General Zod and his two henchmen back, from back then. And ever since then, I cannot unsee it, because when you look at the three characters in this book, I believe the main character's name was like Brian Solaris, and then there's, I think, Ingrid as the chick's name, and Braxwell as the guy with the helmet's name. It does really remind me of those characters, and it's hard to unsee, especially when you read the second ISOM book. The Braxwell character doesn't speak at all, and in the 80s movie, the character doesn't. The big dude, he just grunts. He doesn't talk. Even if you look to the 2013, I believe, Man of Steel movie, it's the same exact thing. The big dude doesn't talk. He wears a helmet the whole entire time, and he doesn't talk. So I can kind of see why people would mistake these three characters for the same villains in the Superman movie from the 80s. But that's not the point of this video. I'm just making that, little nugget. The point of this video is to say that there's not a lot of fanfare for Rippaverse Alphacore coming out. We know the big money is in ISOM and in Yara, and I just want to get y'all thoughts on, y'all projections for Rippaverse Alphacore. What do y'all think the numbers are going to be? Y'all think it's going to be lower than ISOM 2, lower than ISOM 1, or do you think it's going to be about the same than ISOM 2? I don't think it's going to touch the first ISOM book, just because there's just no fanfare. Nobody's really talking about it. I've been up and down YouTube just trying to see what the news is, and nobody's talked about it within the last couple months. So yeah, push your comments down below. Y'all let me know what you all think, and I'll check in my next video. Peace, I'm out.
And I've been invited to join the Rippaverse. Eric July has assigned me a 90-page graphic novel called Alphacore. It stars a team of superhero cops who patrol the skies and the streets of Forest Park in search of super creeps, weirdos, and villains. Boy, do they find them. It's full of action. It's kind of a police procedural meets a superhero epic. And I wish I could tell you who the artist is, but Eric wants to tell you that himself. Trust me, it's a big name, it's a big gun, it's something you've seen before, and I've seen a lot of the artwork, and it is going to blow you away. So check it out, Alphacore.